GOOGAN baits, man. If you haven't heard of them, you might be living under a rock. Ugh, this is off to a crunchy start. For those of try that again. The GOOGAN baits have, of course, been made by the GOOGAN squad, and they become, you know, kind of everyone's. They got on a lot of people's wish list, especially mine. More than likely, some of y'all might have some GOOGAN baits, but most of us don't. Just because they're so popular and they sell out in, what I think 25 minutes was when they posted it online, and also I'm not really much of an online shopper. So, but today I'm going to show you some alternatives to GOOGAN baits, and if you could get some GOOGAN baits, definitely get them. But I'm gonna show you some alternatives to help you catch some fish as if you were using the GOOGAN baits themselves. So let's dive right into it. It is currently like 106 degrees in Texas right now. I don't know why I'm doing this outside, but I am. But yeah, if I was gonna, I would normally make this video on the water, but I don't want to because it's a toasty one. Okay, first bait we're gonna substitute for the GOOGAN baits. If you don't happen to have some already, if you do, use those. But if you don't and you're not able to get to them, this is what I recommend using, especially when substituting the Slim Shake or the the Drag and Drop. Is get yourself a pack of one of these. This is not a sponsored video. This is just you know, trying to help y'all out. Well, you need to get one of those. So here we got a nice little juicy trick worm in my favorite color for these Texas bass here in Northwest Texas. You know, they're pretty finicky, and but they like the motor oil, especially in the water clarity we have in most of our bass lakes. So yeah, this is just a motor oil color trick worm. Kind of represents the Slim Shake. It's kind of got that little tail, and it'll kind of give it some action all the way down, you know. But the Slim Shake actually has some ribs like all the way down and stuff, so it'll have a lot better action than this. But hey, trick worm will do the job though. I've caught fish on this, and it works. Especially if you cut this down like that, then you have a substitute of the Drag and Drop. The Drag and Drop is basically a smaller version of the Slim Shake, and I just made the smaller version of a trick worm, and that's what this is. And yeah, it's got that same tail action, and you can just thread this on a jig head, on a drop shot, a Ned rig, I don't know. Well, that's why never mind. And then this one, the rest of it you can just throw on a hook, kind of wacky rig it, and or you can actually throw it on a Ned rig and yeah, use it like that. So it will work. What the heck are you doing, dog? Dog, what are you doing? So that is two baits in one. The trick worm, we'll substitute for a GOOGAN bait. Now I just ruined the whole worm. But anyway, next lure that we're substituting up is the Kraken Craw over here, and we're gonna, well, this is actually not the Kraken Craw, but it's a substitute for it, and that is if I can get this thing open, that'd be nice, the Red-tailed Grub. But look at that thing, look at the claws on this thing. Apparently all GOOGAN baits are scented with a cool little scent that smells pretty good, I've heard, and so is this. It's a coffee scent. And it's caught me some fish too. I caught one I use this mainly as a jig trailer. I usually bite the tip of this off and thread on a jig, and then yeah, now you got a little Kraken Craw action. You can throw this on a shaky head, or you can use it as a jig trailer like I do and catch your PBs. So that's another substitute for a GOOGAN bait. Next substitute is a substitute for the trench craw, or one of the, I don't know what they're called, but they're like the big baits with all the appendages on them, and you simply cannot, if you cannot get a hold of those baits, the trench hogs, or what's the other one, the bandito bug, with all those appendages on them, you cannot beat a brush hog. I've actually never caught a fish on this, but I've heard it works pretty well in our area, especially when you're flipping brush. Hence the name brush hog. But yeah, there you go. A substitute for another GOOGAN bait that should work pretty dandy here on these little Texas bass, or anywhere you're fishing basically. I might not have substitutes for all the baits, like the Mondo worm. I don't have any. You know, what I would substitute for a Mondo worm is one of those big old power bait worms, those 12-inch power bait worms. You know, they're plenty scented because it's power bait, and they smell like absolute donkey crap. And yeah, I'm probably gonna go out tonight and actually try and see if these baits will actually work as substitutes for GOOGAN baits, just to show y'all that it might actually work. But if you, like I said, if you definitely have access to GOOGAN baits, if you have no opportunity to buy some online or win some, or you see them on a shelf somewhere, get them. Definitely get them. But in the meantime, we're just gonna stick with these lures and catch the fish we want until we have access to GOOGAN baits. So let's go out there. Okay guys, so apparently I'm not at a bass lake like I was hoping to be, but instead, oh hello, hello.
You saw your rod.
Yep, I saw my rod.
Dude, that 100% was catfish.
I was about to start my other video.
That mug was like,
okay, I'm kind of doing two videos at once, boys. I'm trying to finish the GOOGAN baits video, and that's pretty much what I'm doing right now. I'm trying to do anyway. Got my little trick worms that they're like the Slim Shake and the Drag and Drop.
No, they're not. They're cheap knockoffs.
I know they're cheap knockoffs, okay? This is the alternatives. We got Rather Be Real in here, by the way. But we're not at a bass pond. We actually decided to go to a little panfish and catfish pond, and so...
I already caught one crappie. I don't
yeah.
think you got it on camera.
I didn't get it on camera, but he caught one crappie, and he's getting bit on his carp rod.
No,
but yeah, Sunset...
Was catfish, bro.
100% was a catfish. And...
I saw him jerking his head.
Okay, I'm going to start another tip, where if you take your plastics... I'm actually going to do this with the GOOGAN baits when I get some. I'm going to rip a piece off. I'm going to use it for some tiny crappie. If I can rip it, that'd be great. I don't know. I'm just gonna, there we go, that'll work. It's a small little piece like that. I would rather them be slim than chunky, but I mean, a crappie really doesn't care because it's got a brain the size of a pea. So we're gonna catch the crappie for you real fast, and in the meantime, hopefully catch a catfish in the next video.
I wish corn was a GOOGAN bait, man.
I wish corn was a GOOGAN bait. There we go, got it.
Nice.
There we go, and that's how you catch crappies on bits of soft plastic. You don't even need crappie lures. You just need a small jig head or just a small hook in general, and some.
Sometimes you don't even need a jig head.
You know what I mean? Yeah, you just need.
Look at me. I'm using a tiny, like maybe a 1/0 circle hook. Not even.
Not even a 1/0 circle. It's like a size 8 circle hook. And there you go. First crappie of the day. Oh, I saw that.
Freaking had him.
Well.
Wait. Oh, is he on? No way.
Must be tiny. Bullhead, maybe.
No,
anyway,
no
there you go. There's your fish on the alternative GOOGAN baits, and he's gonna go bad. Chopping up the back street. No.